documenting the collapse of life as we know it, as perpetrated by the global military-industrial complex. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the host of the Ronald Show, Ronald.
What if a government intelligence analyst from the Pentagon is forced to save mankind from extinction and the world from destruction, but first he must evolve into the Messiah and create the plan to save the world? The 21st century Messiah arrives, battles dark forces, and sparks the Armageddon that leads to the apocalypse, rapture, the 2012 pole shift, and extraterrestrial contact. Buy the book today by Ronald Farnham at Amazon and Barnes & Noble. The Second Coming of the Messiah, Book 1, The Awakening.
Whatever the fuck, crazy ass town is not built on straight lines.
Indian suicide bomber cell is located at the Vibe Hotel on Hollywood Boulevard, just 4 blocks south of Vine.
East of Vine. Where are they? Where are they?
The Vibe Hotel on Hollywood East of Vine.
Have you ever wanted to write a book? Have you ever wanted to write a screenplay? Have you ever wanted to have your great movie idea turned into a screenplay, turned into a movie, turned into a book, and distributed all over the world? Well, now you can learn how to do it with the great new book by Ronald Farnham, How to Write a Screenplay in 30 Days or Less. It includes the logline, theme, synopsis, outline, and screenplay of the 3 magic questions. Learn how to write a screenplay in 30 days or less, or your money back. Get it today at Amazon or Barnes & Noble.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ronald Show. Today is Tuesday, July 17th, 2012, and I am about to head out here in Northern California, not Northern, but North Hollywood, California, to get fitted at Western Costume for, let's see, what's the name of this movie? It's the remake of The Wizard of Oz, and my fitting is at 4 p.m. for, to be fitted as a character in the new remake of The Wizard of Oz. I'm actually going to be in the movie, so I'm excited here. Where's the fitting? Fitting info for Oz. And it says, here is your fitting info for Tuesday, 7/17/12 for Oz the Great and Powerful. Isn't that a cool title? Oz the Great and Powerful. Please reply with your name and call time to confirm. The schedule is in flux and the work dates, but as you know, we're fitting. Okay, so I'm a quadling. I'm going to be playing a quadling. I'm getting fitted to work for 3 days on the movie as a quadling on July 30th, 31st, and August 1st, 2012. So that's going to be cool. I'm going to be a quadling. I wonder if that's going to be like a munchkin. You know, big crowd scene. We're all going to be munchkins. They're going to CGI us. So they're going to make us look like quadlings, I guess is what they're going to call them. Maybe they're doing a different take on The Wizard of Oz. Who knows? I'm excited. I don't even know who's going to be in it. These dates are subject to change. I'm going to report to Western Costume at 11041 Van Owen Street, North Hollywood, California. I'm actually going to walk there. It's like 3 miles. It's cool. I get to go I get fitted for Mad Men there. I walk there. It's like a nice 3 miles. I'm leaving in like a half hour. North Hollywood, California, 91605 west of Vineland. Park and enter through the back door. Yeah, you go around this huge warehouse of costumes. I got fitted there for Gangster Squad too. And they'll probably cut my hair. I don't think they're going to cut our hair. They're going to tell us how they want it styled. They're probably going to do these weird hairdos or something like that, and makeup and everything. It's probably going to be huge makeup because I bet it's going to be shot on a sound stage. Park and enter through the back door. Yeah, you got to walk way behind. Behind the building, the entrance looks like a loading dock. My call time for today's fitting is 4 p.m. R. Farnham, E. Kroger, J. Lawrence, G. Polonio. So us four are getting fitted. It's kind of cold there too. I'm gonna wear like long sleeve undershirt because they're gonna do my neck, fit me in a costume. They're gonna hand make all the costumes. Maybe they're gonna use the same costumes from The Wizard of Oz. I don't know. They probably could. Can't do that. I'm gonna check in with Mary Ellen. Bring a pen for your payment voucher. Not bringing a pen basically tells Marilyn you don't care about this job enough to be prepared to complete your time card voucher. So please understand and be a pro and bring a pen. Mary Ellen is the casting coordinator for this and has a lot to say who works and how many days. Please represent both our office and yourselves by being timely gracious. Oh, nice. Your fitting voucher, please bring your qualifying I-9 document information. Everyone must list their social security number, must have any work. Okay. Driver's license, perfect. Resident alien card, okay. Hair and makeup, everyone please arrive with your hair clean and dry. So I gotta take a shower. Women, please have minimal makeup on. These costumes are specifically so we can't have your makeup rub off on the clothes as you try on wardrobe. It is possible that you could fit in a costume where your legs are showing, so please shave. Please come clean shaven if you do not have facial hair or have neatly groomed facial hair. Please do not arrive with the 5 o'clock shadow if you have a goatee. So I get a shave too. All other facial hair should be men. This must be okay. Wardrobe, everyone, no jewelry, please. Please make sure you're not wearing any cologne, perfume, scented lotions. You'll be trying on different clothes and we can't have lingering scents on the clothes. Women, please wear undergarments. Men, please wear clean white briefs, no baggy boxers. Please wear clothing and shoes that you can easily take off. I have black briefs. The process fitting will probably take longer than usual as you'll be going through wardrobe and then hair and makeup. Please plan on the fitting taking up to 4 hours. If you have any time restrictions, please let us know. Your wait will be 1/4. Check for 2 hours or less. And in accordance with your current union status. So if you are non-union, you'll be at 1/4 of a non-union rate voucher. If it's okay. So like $16. So I'm going to get paid like $16. If the fitting goes past 2 hours, you'll be paid for the additional time. All right. We will have union and non-union talent working on these days. If you are union, you will work union. If you are non-union, you will most likely work. If you are non-union, we will most likely need you to work non-union on at least 2 of the days. But if you are direct or select for any of the smaller days, it's likely that those days will be union. If anyone is SAG, must join, please let us know. If you are union, please make sure your dues are paid. No visitors, guests, or personal cameras permitted. You'll likely sign confidentially paperwork at your fitting. Once you are fit, but I haven't signed the paperwork yet, so I'm recording this. Once you are fit, we'll need you to be flexible with your schedule. I'll do my absolute best to keep you updated with schedule changes, so additional info is the film. There are lots of moving parts with all the different departments, so one little thing can create a domino effect and make everything shift to different ways. If you have any reason to think your availability could be limited, please let me know now. This will shoot at Sony Culver City. Also filming at Sony in Culver City. That's cool. Good studio out there. Everyone must be okay with special effects smoke on set for the work days. Yeah, so there's going to be smoke on the set when the Wicked Witch appears. There's going to be a Wicked Witch. It's probably going to be awesome. All women must be okay with wearing consent, because that's that whole scene where all the munchkins are around when the witch appears and there's the big face-off. I'm going to be right there in person when that happens. That's going to be awesome. Yesterday I worked with Ashton Kutcher on the Steve Jobs movie. Ashton Kutcher, Matthew Modine, Dermot Mulroney was there. The guy who played Steve Wozniak was just acting like a kook, man. That guy was having a lot of fun on set, and they were all joking around. It was a fun set, but Ashton Kutcher is really doing a good job with Steve Jobs. Really good. And he's also a lot of fun on set, joking around. He was having a blast with us. He was taking his cell phone because it was during the whole speech. I was in the crowd during his speech to the people when he shows the famous Apple commercial. And in between takes, he was playing some music on his cell phone and singing into the microphone, and we were all clapping and laughing, and he was joking around with people in the crowd and putting on a nice show and like mingling and interacting. But he was doing it all in like a Steve Jobs voice, because he was really doing a good job with his voice. All right, it's 1:45. I got to get going here in a minute. I got to hop in the shower because I'm walking. It's like an hour walk, but I want to take my time, so it's going to be like an hour and a half walk because I don't want to be sweating when I get there. And it's nice out, so it's 1:49 Pacific Standard Time, Tuesday, July 17th, 2012. So tomorrow I'm going to the Dodgers game with my buddy Rick, who's coming into town. I knew him when I lived in Virginia, when I was working for the government in Washington, D.C., doing counterterrorism work, charting all the different nodes that were potential threats in the United States, everything that a terrorist would want to hit. So we were making a database of them. I was working on that. But anyway, Rick and I play baseball together, and he's in town. We're going to go to a Dodgers game tomorrow. That's going to be cool. All right, let's see. All women must be okay with wearing corsets for long hours. That's not fun. I'm so glad I'm not a woman. I'm wearing stuff you guys got to wear. All women must be okay with wearing corsets. Everyone must be okay with special effects smoke on set for the work days. Anyone with tattoos or foot injuries should not fit for this, because the shoes you will be required to wear are not exactly comfortable. Oh man, great. Please be aware that on the shoot days there will be livestock on set. Oh, so there's going to be horses and stuff too. Oh, this might be the horse scene at the castle. I'm probably going to work the castle scene. Or maybe this is going to be the Great Oz scene, because they're going to have munchkins, I guess, for the munchkins. I'm going to be as a quadling. So we're going to be in this quad area, quadling. I don't know. Not a munchkin. It doesn't say munchkin, it says quadling. Anyone with bunions, okay, please be aware that on the shoot days there will be livestock on set. Please eat before the fitting or bring a simple snack. Bottled water is encouraged, as there are no craft service provisions. Okay, so I'm hungry. Exact contact info. The after hours emergency, if it's general, please. And they want our sizes. I should do that. Alright, so please check your email later in case there are time changes. Alright, so I gotta send them some info too. Height, weight. I'm sure they've got that, but I'm gonna send that. Alright, cool. So that's it. I'm gonna send them my information. I gotta email them real quick and hop in the shower, but everything's going good. Oh, and I'm gonna be definitely down on Venice Beach Boulevard soon, and you'll get to see some of that, just like how you got to see me selling bed sheets in in Palm Bay at Adrian's house. Well, you'll get to see me down on Venice Beach Boulevard, which is a lot different than Palm Bay, Florida, and I won't be getting harassed by the police because I'll be legally set up there, so there won't be any, harassment with the police, so it'll be fun. In fact, I went and talked to the whole police. They have a whole security building there, and they gave me the paperwork. You just show up 9 o'clock, get your booth all set up, and start selling. You know, as long as I don't have signs a certain height. So I'm getting some nice billboards made up so I can put them like right underneath the cart that I'm going to have there. That's going to be cool. Alright, well, thank you for watching the Ronald Show, teaching you to be creditor in commerce. Remember to get control of your life certificate of birth, get control of the manufacturer's statement of origin for your car, and get control of the grant deed for your property. And then look into your membership in the United States Corporation. You'll see that you're a corporate employee. And if as employees, like in my book, in the Second Coming of the Messiah says he's going to have everyone tear up their Social Security card and get control over everything. And then it collapses the whole global military industrial complex. And then it gets rid of the monetary system. Then we live like Gene Roddenberry's Star Trek world of no monetary system, where we do all the best for mankind and we space explore. And we have interpersonal relationships too. And we get a little drunk sometimes, like how Spock did, you know, on that stuff, and he became human. That was the emotionless soldier becoming a human being through alcohol. Basically what it was a representation of. And I lived in that environment for like 8 years, 13 years. Government, military employees, you know, on duty one way, but you go have a beer together and barriers are broken down. Alright, so anyway, thanks for watching the Ronald Show, teaching you to be a creditor in commerce. I gotta get going. Alright, peace. Good morning and welcome to the Ronald Show, teaching you to be a creditor in commerce. It's about 5:40 in the morning on Wednesday morning, 27 June 2012, and I just got home about an hour and a half ago at around 4:20 from filming on the movie Raging Bull 2 with William Forsythe and Joe Mantegna and a cast of other, Paul Sorvino. And they're saying that this movie is going to be a sleeper hit. Well, I haven't been to sleep yet. Now I'm off to play detective on Rizzoli and Isles over at Paramount Studios. And then Thursday I'm doing something else too. So anyway, things are going crazy. Plus I have plunger practice. I have to get in. I have to throw plungers. I haven't had a chance. I'll get to it though. All right? So I just wanted to give you an update. All right, I got to go. I got to get dressed. Peace out. Hi, welcome to the Ronald Show, teaching you to be a creditor in commerce. I just got back from working on Rizzoli and Isles as a stand-in for a 12-hour shoot day. I have been up for 48 hours now working on Raging Bull 2 and then went right to Rizzoli and Isles. And I think today's Wednesday now. And it's 10 o'clock at night. It's like 27 June. And tomorrow I have a commercial I have to shoot at 6:30. I'm tired. I'm going to go to sleep now. Thanks for watching the Ronald Show, teaching you to be a creditor in commerce. Peace. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ronald Show, teaching you to be a creditor in commerce. And today is Saturday, 21 July 2012. And part of teaching you to be a creditor in commerce is teaching you how to gain control over your human vessel. Not just by requisitioning the live certificate of birth or creating one so that you cannot be arrested, but also regaining control of your physical body, your health. And I've been talking a lot about health on the show, and you've been seeing me go through the process of juice fasting, losing body fat, getting back in shape, and things like that. And so now what I am going to go over with you is probably one of the most important things that I could cover, and that is preventive therapy for cardiovascular disease. And I have a good paper in front of me, and I'm going to go through it with you. It's probably going to take about 15 or 20 minutes, but this is, I believe, the most important information so far, possibly, in the entire show. From start to finish, wherever we go. If you can understand this and apply this to your life and pass the information on to other people, then you will reverse the damage that the government corporations have been doing to you by lying and deceiving and withholding information from you. So, let's get started. This is about preventive therapy for cardiovascular disease. All right, now what I'm going to read is established fact, and this is information that the medical profession refuses to acknowledge and the drug companies don't want publicized because it challenges the huge investment in the conventional treatment of cardiovascular disease, heart disease, strokes, diabetes, and numerous other circulatory diseases. Now, there's a simple and inexpensive cure and preventive for heart disease and other circulatory diseases, and a path to faster recovery for stroke victims. To understand why this is simple and this regimen works requires understanding why cardiovascular disease occurs. Now, let's talk about the root cause of heart disease. The root cause of heart disease, the answer was discovered over a decade ago, or really 2 decades ago. It's 2012. Many years ago, by biochemist Dr. Linus Pauling and one of his colleagues, Dr. Matthias Rath. Pauling devoted the last years of his long life, he died in 1994 at the age of 93, he dedicated his life, the last years of his life, to working with Rath to discover the root cause of heart disease. And before 1990, it had become accepted fact that the cause of heart disease was lesions or areas of injured tissue of the coronary artery. So it had become a fact that heart disease was lesions of the coronary arteries, walls, which then collected plaques or sticky masses of LDL cholesterol, low-density lipoprotein cholesterol. But Matthias Rath and his colleagues at Hamburg University found that the plaques were not LDL cholesterol, but were made from a similar cholesterol-based protein called lipoprotein. Lipoprotein A. Rath met with Linus Pauling to share his findings, and they decided to work together to go a step further. So they asked these questions. Why did the lesions form in the first place? And why do the lipoproteins A plaques form on the lesions? Why do heart patients and others at risk of heart disease have more LDL cholesterol and lipoprotein A in their bloodstream? After careful analysis, this is what they discovered. Arteries, veins, and every other part of our bodies are constantly undergoing decay, repair, and replacement. Okay, so your body is, all parts of your body, veins, arteries, every part of your body is constantly undergoing decay, repair, and replacement. It's a step. Now, to repair and replace tissue properly, our bodies must produce a binding protein called collagen. To form collagen, your body needs large quantities of ascorbate, and that is vitamin C. If you don't have enough ascorbate to make collagen, the artery walls will form lesions of disrepair. If you took no vitamin C at all, you would get scurvy. The lesions would rupture and you would die of internal bleeding. Now, number 2, the body appears to compensate, but in a way that is not healthy. A lipoprotein is attracted to the lesions, forming sticky clots, arterial plaques. Combining with the other normal repair substances, the plaques grow in size, eventually blocking smaller arteries, such as those that provide blood to the heart. The coronary arteries causing a heart attack, or blocking or bursting the small arteries in the brain, causing strokes. So let me read that again to you. The body appears to compensate, but not in a way that is healthy. Lipoprotein is attracted to the lesions, forming sticky clots, arterial plaques. Combining with the other normal repair substances, the plaques grow in size, eventually blocking smaller arteries, such as those that provide blood to the heart, the coronary arteries, causing a heart attack, or blocking or bursting the small arteries in the brain, causing strokes. Cholesterol is a basic building block in the bloodstream, and it's supposed to be regulated by being recycled, converted to bile, and excreted through the intestines. Large quantities of ascorbate, vitamin C, are needed for this conversion to take place. If you don't have enough vitamin C excess cholesterol and lipoprotein A will build up in your bloodstream. Most mammals, with the exception of humans, primates, and monkeys, guinea pigs, and a few rare animals, produce their own ascorbate. Animals that produce their own ascorbate do not have cardiovascular disease and do not have significant lipoprotein A in their bloodstream. Now, in his previous research on vitamin C, Pauling had discovered that the amount of vitamin C recommended by the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, is 60 milligrams per day. So, really, he recommends 30 to 300 times more than that. So that's the concentration found in other mammals. Putting it another way, humans would need to eat between 2 and 20 grams, 2,000 to 20,000 milligrams of vitamin C per day to have as much ascorbate as other animals that produce the ascorbate themselves. In 1991, Pauling and Rath published their groundbreaking paper, quote, called Solution to the Puzzle of Human Cardiovascular Disease. Its primary cause is ascorbate deficiency, leading to the deposition of lipoprotein A and fibrinogen fibrin in the vascular wall. So let me read that again. In 1991, Pauling and Rath published their groundbreaking paper, Solution to the Puzzle of Human Cardiovascular Disease. Its primary cause is ascorbate deficiency, leading to the deposition of lipoprotein A and fibrinogen fibrin in the vascular wall. Thus, part of the puzzle, the major part of the puzzle of cardiovascular disease, its root cause, had been found. Inadequate vitamin C causes inability to produce sufficient collagen to repair the artery walls. Lesions form in the highest stress areas, such as in the walls of the coronary arteries, and lipoprotein A is attracted to the lesions, forming plaques. The plaques grow in size until the blood flow is cut off, heart attack or stroke, or an artery bursts. Putting it another way, cardiovascular diseases are a symptom of long-term, low-level scurvy, which is vitamin C deficiency. Now, the answer of how to prevent heart disease and other vascular diseases was clear. Having sufficient ascorbate, vitamin C, in your bloodstream, learning from the anatomy of other animals that do not get cardiovascular disease, that means consuming between 2 and 20 grams of vitamin C per day, or 30 to 300 times the recommended daily allowance for adults. Depending on your general health, level of stress, blah, blah, blah. Scale down for children and infants, you would probably provide a 20-pound toddler a minimum of 250 milligrams, or an eighth of an adult dose. So, now, finding a cure. Pauling then asked himself the question of how these plaques formed over years of insufficient vitamin C could be reversed. He and Rath had found that lipoprotein A had been attracted to the lesion by the presence of common amino acid lysine, Lysine. As a biochemist, Pauling hypothesized that if there were sufficient vitamin C and more than normal amounts of lysine in the bloodstream, then the lipoprotein A might be attracted away from the lesion, and that normal collagen would take its place, restoring the artery wall to a healthy state. An associate of Pauling who had serious heart insufficiency tried the hypothesis. He had already been taking large doses of vitamin C, but was not getting any relief. Pauling suggested 4 grams of lysine per day. 4 grams. And it worked. Not milligrams, but grams. And it worked. Within a few months, he was able to function normally, and there was strong evidence that his plaques were being reversed and the arteries healed. He increased the dosage to 6 grams per day and recovered completely. The same happened with other of Pauling's associates, friends, and acquaintances. Within a few years, hundreds of people had reported that their heart disease had been totally reversed. But the medical profession and the National Institute of Health were not interested or impressed. The idea that heart disease was due to a simple nutritional deficiency and that a simple regimen of inexpensive nutrients and very low level exercise to get those nutrients to circulate was very threatening to a medical system geared to and economically dependent on invasive medical procedures and expensive prescription drugs. Drug companies and for-profit hospitals have hundreds of billions of dollars at stake in investment and future revenues in conventional heart and vascular therapy. Pauling and Rath's findings, if they had become common knowledge and their therapy used by the medical profession, would eradicate cardiovascular disease in humans. Money talks, right? Twice the NIH, the National Institute of Health, flatly refused to fund studies of the regimen, flatly refused to fund studies of the regimen, citing extraneous technicalities for not proceeding. The National Academy of Sciences first accepted, then without reason canceled publication of Pauling and Rath's definitive paper on the cause of cardiovascular disease, despite Pauling being an honored member of the Academy and one of the founders of modern chemistry and molecular biology and recipient of 2 unshared Nobel Prizes. Gee, why would they do that? In essence, the NIH and the NAS and the medical profession marginalized Pauling and Rath's great work, a simple preventive and cure for the disease that accounts for half of the premature deaths in the industrialized countries, in addition to untold needless suffering, infirmity, and expense. Despite this, you can take advantage of Pauling and Rath's discoveries. That's why I'm reading this to you, whether or not you have already undergone surgery or other procedures, and whether or not you are on prescription medications. But there are 2 nutrients. Now, vitamin C and lysine are completely safe in enormous quantities for far larger than you will need to restore the health of your heart and vascular system. You can obtain these nutrients from most online vitamin stores in any health food or vitamin store, or any chain health food supermarket such as Whole Foods or Wild Oats. Pauling's recommendations. Here are the dosages that Pauling recommended. Vitamin C, 6 grams per day or more, spread out over the day, 2 grams at each meal if you have 3 meals per day. This provides a sufficient ascorbate in the blood to heal arterial lesions properly with collagen. Lysine, 6 grams per day. If you have heart insufficiency or any other cardiovascular disease, diabetes, angina, or are recovering from a heart surgery or stroke, this provides sufficient extra lysine in the blood to reduce lipoprotein A plaque and allow collagen to heal the lesion. Continue for several months until all cardiovascular disease symptoms are resolved, verified by EKG and arterial blood flow measurements, tapering off to 1 to 2 grams per day for long-term resolution of plaques that have formed all over your body for many years. Another anti-cardiovascular disease weapon, bioflavonoids. Researchers since Pauling and Rath's work have found several other natural compounds that help the body to make collagen and thus to repair arteries and veins properly. Simply, they are natural chemicals found in grape skin extract, grape seed extract, grape skin extract, grape seed extract, blueberries and other dark colored berries, and pine bark extract, which is called pisanogenol. They are called bioflavonoids, or more scientifically, oligomeric proanthocyanidins, OPCs. They are very powerful antioxidants which also enhance the positive effects of vitamin C. Naturopaths such as Dr. Michael Murray have suggested doses of 150 to 300 milligrams grapeseed extract per day for various vascular ailments. Okay, let's see. You can find out your bowel tolerance dose of vitamin C safely and easily. You will get mild diarrhea if you take too much at once or too much over a period of several hours. Start with 1 gram at each meal, then 2 grams per meal, then some in between meals with a healthy snack. The diarrhea reaction is harmless. Just lower the dosage until you no longer have it. You will probably find that your bowel tolerance dose will be very large if you are fighting other illnesses. In his later years, Pauling was consuming up to 18 grams of vitamin C per day with no adverse symptoms. Take a multivitamin and multimineral supplement. All right, thanks for watching The Ronald Show. Peace.
For the first time on American soil, under one roof, the best, most determined, most outrageous, out to reach new heights in human achievement.
I've never seen anything like that before! And he does it! He's on the ground!
In the only record book that counts. Dozens of ordinary people with extraordinary, unexpected talents. You have to see to believe. Tonight, watch this guy rip toward a Guinness World Record. He's crazy for watermelons, but before, brace yourself, and later, testing begins, Guinness World Record style.
Now, this may look like a police lineup for a crime committed in a public restroom, but these suspects are about to take the plunge into a Guinness World Record. Zach and Liz, what is happening here?
Dan, the key word here is plunge.
This is a rather unusual category. It's the Guinness World Record for throwing plungers at people, and the plungers must stick to their backs.
Yes, this is actually a Guinness World Record, Dan. Not quite up there with burping, but it'll have to do.
Keep an eye on the 450-degree rotations and how many times the plunger lands flush.
No pun intended.
The Guinness World Record stands at 15 in 1 minute.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see who's been training for this one.
My name is Ronald Farnham. I am from Palm Bay, Florida. But when I was in the Army, I lived everywhere. I worked with the CIA as a counterterrorism analyst. I was in the Army, and I had to clean the bathrooms, and I was plunging out a toilet. And one guy bet me, he's like, I'll bet you $25 you can make that plunger stick to a window from across the bathroom. So I took the plunger and threw it, and in one shot, it just, bam, stuck to the window. When I was walking around the base, people would point me out and go, hey, you're the plunger guy. Now it's a part of my whole being, so I am the plunger guy.
All right, let's hear it for Ron. Now look, you were in the Army, the CIA, so would a Guinness World Record top that off for you?
I didn't want to work for the CIA until I was like 10. I wanted to be in Guinness World Records when I was like 5.
There you go. You ready to do this? Get yourself a Guinness World Record?
I am ready to do
All right, let's do this. Let's bring in Stuart. Come on in. All right, what do you got for us, Stuart?
Okay, Mr. Farnham. You're about to attempt the Guinness World Record for most plungers thrown at people in 1 minute. Only plungers that stick to the target count towards the total. So if everything is clear, I can get you started, and good luck.
All right.
All right, good luck, Ron. Have at it. Stuart's going to count you in.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go get Ron. Oh. Attack right there. Boy, they're hitting clean. It's not sticking.
You've got to adjust his throat and make him. You've got to adjust his throat and make him stick.
And those volunteers are taking a beating. Ow!
He's running out of time.
Still to come, can the CIA agent pull it together?
Oh, no good. He's got another one. Oh, he's got another one.
And later, a new twist on an old record. TNT.
Former CIA agent Ron Farnham aiming at a Guinness World Record for the most plungers thrown at people's backs.
And his aim is up.
Oh, there we got one. There we got one. He's got, oh, geez, they're just hitting flat. Just cannot seem to make contact or stick.
He's getting the rotation, but not the force.
I'm sure the CIA is very proud right now. Ouch! Oh, he found that guy's head all right.
Plunger! He's got another one! Oh, he's got another one! He's working his way back down, but just not getting them to stick. Oh, off the dome!
10 seconds.
He's got 10 seconds left. He's got to come on, so another one to the dome. Decides to just hit the guy in the blue. Okay, let's get, taking some shots. Look at him grimacing. They're coming in hot. Oh, yeah, all right. Let's hear it for Ron.
Ronald is 16 to set a new Guinness World Record, and he wasn't even close.
Ron, come on over here, buddy. Let's hear it for him. It's a heck of an effort. I want to see some of this stuff in slow motion. I'm sure you do, too. Zach and Liz, what'd you guys think of that attempt?
I think glue could have come in handy, Dan.
Very disappointing. Ron achieved the textbook 450-degree revolutions with the plungers, but his angle and velocity were far off. Even those plungers that landed flush didn't stick.
She said flush.
You know, those targets, you human targets who stood up for me, I'm sorry.
The Ronald Show! Starring Ronald. Documenting the collapse of life as we know it, as perpetrated by the global military-industrial complex. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the host of the Ronald Show,